Uncle Murda, he does a wrap up every year. I got mentioned his last
Fuck that
wrap
nigga.
up.
I don't want to talk about that.
You know what I'm talking about? All right.
That nigga's a mob. And one thing about me, man, I go where the fuck I want to go. If you could talk about people in your music, I could talk about you in my conversation. If you ain't gonna fuck with me, Uncle Murda, period.
Well, he fucks with everybody. He didn't just single you out.
And I know, but don't mention me. It's like when I go to talk about shit, I know who not to talk about. I'm not gonna break. Well, if I go to talk about murders, I'm not gonna talk about the killer. I'm not gonna mention the dead man either. People are affected by that. You take the downfalls of people, not just shit that happened. Everything you took is some personal shit. No, man. Find you something to do, nigga. I'll give you some rec. If that you want something to do, I'll give him some rec. If that he won't. Give his ass a whole time show. Fuck halftime.
You and Wack 100 went at it on Clubhouse a couple years ago. I know Wack. Me and Wack had our problems. We cleared it out. Wack is actually a reasonable guy.
Wack is a troll.
Yeah, he definitely trolls.
He's a troll. He's a big troll.
He knows that.
I think Wack the one put the Beyonce shit out.
I wouldn't doubt it. Shout out to Wack.
No, but we squashed our beef. Good. Shit. I don't have no problem with. I don't have enemies.
Now listen, I had problems with Wack myself for 10 years. We didn't talk.
Right.
And then one day there was some business to do. We got on the phone. We laughed it off. He doesn't take shit that deep.
No, he don't take shit that deep.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm the same dude who says Tekashi 6ix9ine is not a rat. A rat is somebody you do crimes with, get caught, and they snitch on you. But when you got somebody that you're extorting, you're taking from him, you fucking his wife, you doing murder and other shit around it with somebody who you never thought was on that level. No, you're not supposed to even be on that level. That's just like cooking crack in front of your little boy. That's like having sex in front of your little girl. Those things you're never supposed to let it out.
Okay,
hold on, let me finish.
Okay, go ahead.
How can you call Tekashi 6ix9ine a rat? I'm gonna remind you of something.
Okay.
How did they know that they was finna kill Tekashi 6ix9ine? Remember, they heard it on the wire. Both of them niggas who claim he's a rat was wearing wires. Both of them. Now do your research on that. Everybody forget about that. Rats don't snitch on rats.
Well, I will say this.
He's a troll now. He's
a troll, but you got to remember what was happening during that era. He had a group of guys around him, and he was having them do violent things on his behalf. He literally, he's on video putting a hit out on Chief Keef and offering someone $30,000 to go do it. And then when they went to go
trolling.
And then when they went and actually did the shooting, he went and testified against them.
See, I don't know nothing about that. I'm talking about I'm talking about the rat part about the dude that they picked him up. And
I'm just saying, man, if you were, we all got people around us that'll go do something violent for us. Right. All of us, me included.
I'm not.
If I go send people on dummy missions, they get caught, and then I go and tell on them.
See, I never knew about that. Yeah. I never knew about that. That's my first time hearing it. Right. I was talking about the situation with the dudes that who said.
No, I understand. It's a complex situation. And he
know.
Was a victim. He was a victim to a certain degree, but he was out pushing the line and using these guys as crash dummies.
Okay, now here's
and
another
then when
thing.
they get caught, he goes and tells on.
Here's another thing. A crash dummy can't turn me into a crash dummy. Here's the main thing. When have we ever been fans of Tekashi 6ix9ine? When have you ever did an interview? Did you ever interview him before this incident?
No.
Why the fuck were we spending so much time discussing him being a rat? What about these niggas who we do look up to? What about these niggas who we did thought was stand-up guys? And I'm gonna answer this before you ask me. Kodak Black probably got $1 million for a verse.
Yeah.
You got to get in contact with Tekashi?
Do I have a contact with Tekashi?
Yeah.
I know people that know him.
Ask him, do you got another $1 million? I got a hard verse for his ass.
Talk to Wack. Wack was the one that put together the Kodak thing.
Okay, don't worry. I'll get the Wack today on Clubhouse. I need me a verse. Give me $1 million. I don't give a fuck who don't like it.
Right. Well, I feel that in 2024, snitching doesn't actually affect your career anymore.
Let me tell you why. Because words like loyalty ain't nothing but a tattoo.
That's a good point.
There's nothing but a tattoo. There's no more loyalties. There's no more. Man, listen. You got to keep squares at your circle. Keep your circle as small as possible. Can't believe nothing you hear and half of the shit you see. This shit is unbelievable. They had a rumor out there. They was aliens running around our mall. Did you hear about that last month?
I heard about that.
I said, these motherfuckers
my man here in the room actually believes all this, so you know.
I believe there are aliens, and just like they look at us as aliens too. If a roach could fuck another roach and have 100,000 roaches, ain't no way we the only people in this earth. We just talked about lizards.
Right.
They still finding different fish in the sea. They still finding skeleton bones. They just releasing footage where the airplanes that have been on the side of ships that they couldn't identify. There's other shit out here. This is people look at that globe that be in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
They think that's the world. That ain't the fucking world. That's the continent. How you gonna what makes the world round? How is the world round? What makes the world round? What makes you think the world is round? Because of the things that they tell us. When you see Africa, the first thing you think of little kids, ladies with no shirt on, no feet, paint on their face, greasy black. Africa is the richest nation, the richest continent on the planet. Africa ain't 10% jungle. That's flatland. It's whatever they show you. They show you them Ethiopian commercials, feed the kid commercials. Them the same little kids they been showing since I was a little boy. Them kids ain't yet. They ain't gonna grow up. It's you have to be careful. And then when you take all that, when you go back to the politics part of it. When you see known racists, when you see known liars, when you see all this negative, you got to understand, you're not living in a country. This here is not a country we live in, Vlad. This is a business that we're living in.
Oh yeah, it's a capitalism.
Yeah, this is a business. This ain't a country.
Yeah.